When we look at it from the Federal Reserve, we now have a situation where the executive branch is publicly calling for specific rate cuts, while, of course, at the same time seeking, to change the composition of the Fed's board. Setting aside, the specific politics on it and looking at it from your perspective as a financial historian, how does this level of direct executive involvement impact the global perception of the central bank's independence and predictability?
Well, I mean, if Trump's successful, it's not good. I mean, it'll undermine it. It's not so original. Presidents have always pressured the central bank, and Nixon actually did it a lot. He really beat up on the Fed, and he got them to print money. But it was sort of behind the scenes, whereas, Trump's constantly in front of a camera saying this. What's a little unique about this moment is that the United States didn't seem to be under urgent pressure. And Trump's kind of maybe looking ahead, 4D chess, as people sometimes describe him, and seeing that he ultimately needs this. Maybe he thinks he's smarter, he surely does, and he just thinks interest rates could be lower. I accept he might be right. Maybe the Fed's been setting them too high, but it's also possible they're too low. If you look at longer term interest rates, I don't think the markets see eye to eye with President Trump that they're just going to come down.
There's a key theme in your book, and that is obviously trust. Is this the kind of unforced error you write about? At what point do foreign central banks and global bondholders start demanding a higher premium to hold U.S. debt to compensate for this new layer of perceived political risk?
Well, I think they will. I'm surprised it isn't bigger already. Again, I think Trump might be right near term. In long-term rates, I don't think are going to come down that much. 10-year, especially 30-year rates. Overnight rates, short rates, they could come down. But what worries me is Trump won't be president forever, even if you're a big fan of his. Who knows, will come after. And in systems where you don't have this technocratic independence, on average, you do worse.